not superheroes, mutants, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. For millennia.
Whoa.
Unless you're talking about Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles anime.
Yeah.
This is going to be difficult.
Well, since we accepted Super Mario,
we haven't all right. All those who want to accept Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles in the Veins of Parliament for this case, because it is not an anime series. Opposed?
Not technically an anime series.
opposed.
All right, we got.
Wait. The same people were still raising their hands.
All right. All those who want to hear the case. All those who do not want to hear the case. The ayes have it. Go ahead.
The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, who are technically vigilantes, have been running around maliciously destroying property, which is my charge. Malicious destruction of property from a vigilante. I have actually recently, since I'm running a Turtles panel, have watched the entire series, and I have calculated that through destruction of museums, buildings, and including destruction in other planets, they have actually totaled over $300 billion of destruction.
Hold on. You said destruction of worlds. Only.
No, not worlds. Museums, including museums on other worlds. Buildings, including buildings on other worlds.
Yeah, really.
You would have to associate them with the price they would be under.
Hey, Josh.
What if they're in a nicer sector of the
If I were to blow up every museum on the East Coast, estimate for me what the general
Whoa, you didn't let me
net value.
finish.
That wasn't just my court, my rules.
The undying banks of every middle school child.
He's got it. I like to go to museums as a middle school child. Come on.
You're also
driving without a license. That's the point.
Continue.
If you're going to go by that.
We could go there. We could add that as a charge, but just for the beginning of it.
All right, I got it.
In terms of destroying
$1 billion.
in terms of destroying property, you know, actual historic artifacts, they've actually destroyed the sewer at one point. Which was a subway, which if you go by the movie, was a subway station, so, yeah.
Does that mean that they were trying to collect the insurance money?
That could be, I don't know. I don't know if they had insurance on that, they never mentioned it.
Also, I don't know if you can really, I mean, I'm okay with trying TMNT, but I don't know if I'm okay with trying movie TMNT.
Yeah, I don't think anybody really counts those.
That's why I said that as that's why I said if you count the movies.
We'll disregard them.
So disregard that. Anyways, but the total value of what they have saved is only power sources that are under $1 billion. And as he said, just the museums alone are over $1 billion.
But to think that all the bad guys are trying to go after the power sources to in turn take over the world and destroy everything, I mean... Right.
Actually, they have never actually destroyed anything, the bad guys.
Well, because they never got a chance to.
No, because the Turtles are destroying it first.
That's a great counterpoint.
If I stop you by blowing up this, if I stop you from blowing up this con by blowing up this con, am I less guilty?
Yes, but then why does Shredder hate you so much? We're just gonna pretend to hate the Turtles so they can.
No, I was gonna do that. Why did you do that? That was my thing.
That was
Yes.
Just a point for the cost calculation, did you factor in the fact that there's also a cultural element to what they're destroying? If they're destroying museums, there's cultural artifacts that are priceless.
Well, we've already said that the value of the museum is exponentially higher than that of the Tower.
It's not just the museum. It's the buildings they're destroying, the power plants they're destroying,
Cars, so on and so
In
forth.
your calculations, what series does this follow?
This follows the '87 series.
The original 87.
Yeah, the other ones don't count.
Well, then you know what? If you're factoring in '87, you also have to factor in Cosmic Reset because nothing ever sticks.
Enterprise effect.
Doesn't that just destroy the entirety of what we're doing here
Yes.
today?
Well, okay. Specifically with this argument,
Like anybody who's going to leave this room is going to remember these cases tomorrow.
If you wake up in the morning
What do you think I have
and
to write
all of a sudden the museum that was destroyed yesterday is back in pristine condition.
I disagree with that because almost everything they don't reshow. in episodes. Despite the fact that it takes place in the same city over and over again, they don't redisplay.
So what happens behind the scenes doesn't count.
Yeah, that they do. They break the fourth wall in every episode.
Yeah.
But since they don't re-show the scenes, sometimes they do, but usually, almost always, they don't. You can't assume that it's being remade.
Got another
Yes.
counter.
Hold on.
Well, assuming it's New York City, do you think people will be without superhero or supervillain insurance?
That's actually a good point.
Yeah, it's true. Damage control. Yeah.
Yeah, but I actually agree with that. But still,
You just stop everything by saying, very good point though. Yes, Orin. You won't be Orin until you change costumes.
I already did. Anyway, I have a counter argument against this to remove the blame from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles to the people who made the mutant ooze. It's their fault.
The problem is with that, your grandfather. Because just because I drink this weird-looking potion and set fire to a building doesn't mean it's the potion maker's fault. It's my fault for drinking it.
But you're turning ordinary little animals into
not the
big
intention,
green-
though.
But it was not the intention. It was not the intention.
Polymorphing clause.
I mean, if the intention was to create these creatures to destroy the city, we can feel free to blame
I'm
it.
teaching them how to
I
do
mean-
kung fu.
Hold on.
Technically, it wasn't the case of, what's his name, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles' father figure.
Splinter.
I was actually just about to go there.
Yeah, it's not as if Splinter purchased the mutated ooze with intent to create.
Ah, but how do we know?
Since you brought this up, I actually want to extrapolate just a little bit.
Oh my God! Who didn't see the State Farm quote up there?
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there with superhero insurance.
This is up to, I guess, the court, because the court has already the Parliament has already defined the age.
Courts have a judge. I'm a magistrate.
The Parliament has already defined the age of adulthood as 14, but I would just like to propose, if it's okay, that since it takes place in New York City, that even though the Turtles are above 14 because they're supposed to be 15, they are still minors, and Splinter might actually be at fault for this.
Nope.
Because it takes place in New York City, but that's up to the...
Nope.
Rap martial arts.
What are I'm doing in that?
There was cases of illegal waste dumping that also led to other mutations, such as
Venus to Milo.
Did you just make a Morning Color joke?
No. There was an actual character named Venus de Milo on
The live action show.
But also in the animated
Yes,
Yeah,
no,
in the animated
they actually decided
yeah.
we need a spunky female turtle to be the love interest of her brother.
What is this?
Bad touch. Mommy.
Yes. Because Sailor Neptune and Sailor Uranus are totally cousins, right?
Game of Thrones.
Sign up with the rat teaching the Turtles how to fight. His attempt with teaching them martial arts was self-defense, not, hey, I'm going to teach you this, go blow up stuff.
Absolutely. To address both of you at the same time, the case isn't trying the ooze for mutating them. The case is, it happened, it's done, and now they have this intelligent life, and they are maliciously destroying property.
I'm just saying that it's the ooze maker's fault for illegally dumping the ooze in the first place.
But we can't hold them
Yeah, I don't
responsible.
think
Yeah, because you totally know there were turtles living in the sewers, right?
Yeah.
Like alligators, I can understand. Crocodiles, sure, but turtles?
I mean, if you go that far, then why not blame the kid who dropped the turtles in the sewers?
You know,
Why not blame New York for having sewers?
hold on.
Do you need this claim order?
All those in favor of blaming New York City.
No! You suck!
Can we also get a vote on the turtles?
Can we add on?
How do we punish New York City?
By having the turtles.
Hold them up. Can we add on, if we can't add on the destruction of property to the turtles, can we add on the reckless driving and driving without a license? Do they own a gigantic turtle van and not a single one of them I've ever seen the driver's dead? There's no cab driver. It's either, what was his name, the guy with the hockey mask?
No,
or
because
one of
cab
the
drivers are allowed to get away with it, so are the turtles.
Well, they don't have
Why do I know this? They don't have license. And the record thing says they drive.
There was never a There was never a going to the DMV episode.
There was. Are you talking about a van with like rocket launchers and lasers?
The only argument against that would be because the turtles are 15, they are legally adults, so we can assume that they may have gone off screen to get
Alright,
arrested.
well, they have a van, so we can only assume that one of them has a license.
Sorry, Turtle Man.
Alright, so yeah, New York's guilty, what do we do to them?
Same goal.
Or do we think that they've had it, because of the turtles destroying everything, we think it's time served?
They've had enough.
I think they must be forced to
All
waste
those,
out windows.
all those in favor of time served?
I'm sorry, I broke your case by accident.
I didn't
Listen,
mean
that's not funny.
I listen to the one thing that gets the audience going crazy, and I run with it, really.